Welcome to my channel, to my channel, to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about topics that came up at our Eat Out With Me lunch that happened on the 8th of December. I'll add a link to show you, the pictures, and it was just pictures where we were, the food and all of that. I'll add a link. Very interesting conversations came up actually. Black women in the work environment. It was interesting to find how ladies that were older than us, how their their experience was, and compared to the rest of us, 20s, late 20s, 30s. Anyway, we talked about how men think. Well, no one really knows how men think. This is what we think they think. This is how we think they think. Yeah. About depression, anxiety. This is a topic that is forever coming up because I know that I suffer from anxiety. I'm a mess. As soon as I start getting anxious, I'm a mess. I'm uncontrollable. We talked about rape in families within the African community. We talked about spiritual ties, as well as social media. So, okay, black women in the work environment. What I realized is that, and a lot of us shared this, if your work environment requires 100% of you as a black woman, you have to give 250% of you, because it's so hard. It's like we really are in the wild west. It's not enough that you're black, hello, struggle, and a woman, hello, struggle. You could be emotional and it's, you're PMSing, and of course you're a woman, and don't get too emotional about a certain thing. Whatever you think, whatever you bring, ideas you bring up into the work environment, to the boardroom, you get a funny reaction like yeah, and they give you nicknames, which is so inappropriate, and it's so bizarre. I what is going on? So many women have had different experiences that were nightmares, I find, because I have a different work environment. So everyone was, sharing their experiences, and wow, how do women wake up and, go to work? It's so crazy. What else? Especially when you're really doing well in your industry, you will not get paid that well. And if you're experienced, someone of a different race will have to be more experienced than you. Thus, they end up getting the job. And I don't know, it really is difficult. And we touched a lot. we talked about a lot of that with regards to you have to over compensate. If your working hours are from 9 to 5, you'll be working from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. just to get that recognition. And mind you, you've got the degree, you've got the knowledge, you've got the experience, you've got all of that, but somehow no one sees you, no one sees your efforts. So that was black women in the work environment. Another thing we touched on is how men think. Okay, so one of the ladies shared that she is talking to someone, and you know how we love to flirt. I mean, we'll take flirting to another level, but in our minds, we're flirting. There's nothing to it. It's like, hey, here's a guy, let's flirt. I've been there too. It's just innocent flirting. But in a man's mind, it's not innocent. Like, this is actually gonna get somewhere. Like, we go from innocent flirting to, okay, show me the goods. Okay, there's a whole lot of chat. Now we need to get things going, you know. And we had Dr. Cindy Fanzel that joined us, which is woohoo, which was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. Please follow her on Instagram, Cindy Fanzel, and I know she's also got Twitter. Yeah, and she said, when we flirt or talk to a guy and get comfortable, and you know how it goes, you know, cute little SMSs, or there's a line we cross, right? And we don't know when that is. There's a line we cross, and we basically, okay, here's a scenario. You flirt with the guy, you just go on and on. In his mind, okay, in both of your minds, picture it like, I'm really going on and, okay, you're in a room, all you're doing is flirting. Imagine yourself in a room and there's only one exit. You're on the opposite side of the room, and the door, the exit, is at the opposite side of the room. So, yes? When you're texting, it's literally just in the room. You've just got one candle lit. As a woman, you've only got one candle lit because you're just flirting. It's innocent. You're in a room, there's one exit, you're right at the end of the you're at the other side of the room. So there's one candle lit in that room. In his mind, while you guys are communicating, the whole room is filled with candles. Do you see the difference? For us, it's innocent. One candle in the room. In his mind, something's about to go down. The whole room is filled with candles. So you need to find a way. You get to a point where, oh, no, I wasn't trying to take it that far. And he's already at, no, you knew exactly what you were doing. So in that scenario, you have to, from where you're standing, one end of the room, find a way to the exit. I don't know if this makes sense. She when she told us, it really made sense. It's, you've put yourself in a situation where there are a whole lot of candles lit, and in his mind there's some hanky-panky that's going to be happening. And how did it get from your one candle lit to a whole room full of candles? And you need to now get yourself from one end of the room out into the other end of the room towards the exit. How do we end up doing that? I find that I've been in that situation where it really was innocent, texting, conversations, flirting here and there, and then things just got out of hand. Things really did get out of hand. And wait, how did we get to... Wait, what? When did we cross the line where you think something's gonna happen? So, as women, really, you really have to be aware of that. You really have to be aware of that. I don't know if I made sense. I really hope I made sense. And then, so now, anxiety and depression. Yeah, we had a whole, yeah, we had a we had a lot of comments about that. Women have found that they're on, I don't know how people do it. You wake up, you make your way to work, you come back, you sleep. You wake up, make your way to work, you wake up, wake up, work, sleep, repeat, because you're on autopilot. You only have enough energy for that when you're depressed. There's nothing else you can do. You don't want to interact with family. you haven't seen your friends in a while, there's only so much you can give, and because you know of your responsibilities, you know, for me to make money, to have you do the bare minimum. You get to work, that's because you're responsible for that. You have to be responsible for something. So you get yourself up, get to work, come home, wake up, sleep. No, why am I so confused? Wake up, work, come home, sleep. Wake up, work, repeat. You're on autopilot, and you have to be so aware, because a lot of people aren't aware of that. They think, oh, I'm just coping, and that's just fine. But you're actually not coping. So you really need to go out there and just like seek help, talk to people, because that's not really normal. And when it came to anxiety, apparently, yeah, I've had anxiety. I get really anxious. Like, I sweat, I shake, I just, oh man, I can't deal with it. And there's medication for that, which I've never considered. So I'll maybe look into that, because my anxiety just comes at you, man. It just really just comes at you. And then what I found interesting was rape in families, especially in the African community, which actually, we were talking about depression, and then it just like one direction, boom, rape. We talked about how it so happens, again, these are just conversations, that in the African community there will be rape within the family, maybe a brother or an uncle or whatever it is. It's maybe not gender specific, just whatever happens. And then the family comes together, they have a conversation, and that's it. So nothing is really done, you know, because it's in the family. So it happened, the family has a conversation, and boom, that's it. That's how the victim ends up seeing the perpetrator on an ongoing basis, and that can really mess you up. It's just like the trauma is constantly coming up, like Christmas, like you see your perpetrator, boom, whatever family events that are happening, it just, that can be very, very traumatic. And because your family knows about it, and they chose to just like right under the carpet, you really don't have anyone to talk to. So I don't know if women would be able to identify the symptoms of depression. So I don't know, that was oh man, that was tough to hear, because that's insane. Yeah. Okay. Then we also talked about spiritual ties, and Dr. Cindy Finzel gave us an amazing example. When you have sex with someone, this is you, this is someone. Imagine yourself as a white A4 piece of paper. So white A4 piece of paper, white A4 piece of paper, and then glue, and stick the pieces of paper together, right? And that's you having sex with that person. And when you break up, or at the end of the, you know, the round or whatever, you part ways. Now imagine trying to separate those two pieces of paper together. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That won't be successful. So whatever that's remaining of the white piece of paper, that is you have sex with another person, and the same thing. Clear, stick that, rip that apart. The next, stick that, rip that apart. So we're not really like the same white pieces of paper as we were. Fuck! And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, I know. Ugh, gross. That is pretty gross. So yeah, that's what she said about spiritual ties. What do you guys think about spiritual ties? Do you believe in them? What's your take? And I know one of the ladies said that to actually get rid of all of that, she had to be reborn. So just to know that, okay, I'm whole again, I'm myself again. It's a new start for me, you know? So yeah, and the last thing we talked about was social media, good old social media. So one lady is actually has experience in the industry, and I just find that, you know, you'll be on Instagram liking posts, um, um, you know, and the pressure is overwhelming, because you see all these luxury goods and and then you look at your wallet and tumbleweed, nothing's happening, you don't have a budget for that. But please, 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 please remember, this is a business. The more likes they get from you and you, the more money they get, because the more likes from a post, then the brand is like, okay, clearly this person is our go-to person because they generate a lot of likes. So don't be on Instagram just liking everything, like what you really like. Don't just stand there like, because you're paying these people. But anyway, and that's fine if you want to pay someone else, and that's completely fine. And you also have to consider that whatever you see on social media, these bloggers or whatever get stuff for free. So you're out here draining yourself, working overtime, trying to get those new sneakers or the bag or like the kettle or whatever it is. They get that stuff for free, and you here in these streets, you know, struggling, trying to match. Don't match. You have to be completely and 100% comfortable with what you have at the moment. You have to understand what you have right now is what you have at the moment, and you will work towards greater, but at your own time. I mean, if you're getting like brands giving you stuff for free, again, brands giving you stuff for free, you post them, you get money from that, you do the same thing. You'd be posting the stuff because you're getting money from that. That is your job. Whereas you on the other side of the screen, we're not understanding that. We forget about that. We're like, you know, this person's life, this person's life, you know, this is amazing. They get all the stuff for free. And what I've realized that as much as something looks amazing at face value, you do not know what's happening behind the scenes. And I can't stress that enough. You do not know what is happening behind the scenes. Okay, I've got really nice hair. I like my braids. I've got dandruff, right? I've got dandruff. I'll take a picture of my hair. Ooh, man, these braids are so bomb. But what did I do to pay for this hair? You don't know, you know? So, and I think a lot of people are struggling with that. You really have to keep reminding yourself of that. It might look good. I mean, you as a person will take pictures of, you know, fun and this, you know, like materialistic goods, but you'll never take pictures of like your hard moments. It's the same thing. It's like glitz and glam is very appealing, but the reality isn't. So never want something that someone else has, because you don't know what they did to get that, and you might not be prepared to do whatever they did to get that. So follow your own path and do you, man. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, so that was nice. See, these topics are very applied to like younger generation and older generation. And the next Eat Out with me will be on the, actually haven't decided on the date, but I know it's either going to be late Feb or early March. So I'll do the same thing. I'll put up pictures, and then I'll also let you know what we had a conversation about. Please also follow me on Instagram, eatoutwithme.jhb. I hope you enjoyed this, and see you soon. See you soon. Like the video, subscribe, check out the Instagram page. It's all love. Okay, bye guys.